Hey, I don't know if you guys can hear my voice, but since we were not able to I was not able to find time to do a live session. I thought of making a video and explaining everything process of creating the KPI report to you. So, firstly, let's say we have an Excel sheet which should be named with a day underscore rehome, and we'll be getting two files, that is the cell level and RNC level, but we only concerned about the cell level file. So let's open it. Okay, so this is how it's gonna be. And the first thing that we have to do is this data is for 1 week before the rehome, and it's 24 hours after rehome. So this site was rehomed on the night of the early mornings of 31st. So the data is going to be 1 week before 31st and 24 hours on 31st. So the first thing, creating the report is not that difficult. It is only processing the data in Excel, which is a little confusing. So that is what I'm going to go about. So first thing is we're going to create, uh, filter all the column labels, and then we only are going to consider the first day of the whole week and the last day of rehome. That is done. You see we only have 24th and 31st. Okay, now coming to this. Now, the leftmost column we see that we have the date and the time. So when we are making the plots, the date is not important on the x-axis. What we need is the time. So, I'm going to insert a new column called hour, and I'm going to extract the hour from the column B3. So you see this is 0. It's only giving me hours for now. It's not giving me minutes. So I'm just going to autofill the whole thing. So you can see that now this was at 1 o'clock, so it's 1 here again. So this is the hours, and then I insert another column called minutes. Here I manually put two columns of data. Oh, okay, that's not working. Okay, I'm going to manually autofill it. I think you have 39 sites, so that's 39 times 24 hours per day. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So once you have got the hours and minutes set up, the next we have to do is combine these two. This is now these first three steps is only for the sake of plotting it. So yeah, there's nothing to worry about. Equals concatenate A3 and B3. That's 0 0. Autofill. It's going to be filled out for all the 24 hours for both the days. 21, 22, 23. Okay, perfect. Next, what we have to do is, this is a site. Uh, okay. Huh. Okay, now these are the sites that were rehomed. So then we have to rename them again because now we have 24th and 31st. What I'm going to do is, this is going to be equal to concatenate the site underscore. So the first thing is 24th, 24th October. Just make sure you have the formats correct, otherwise it might create some error. This I have to carry on till the end of 24th. Okay, it's only till 11 o'clock. It's only till 11 o'clock because again between 11 to 2 is when the rehome took place. And the second one is going to be equal to concatenate this underscore, what is it, 31st October. Okay, so once we have all this, once we are done with creating these four new columns, the hour, minutes, time, and the site name, we are pretty much, let's call this site name. Okay, so we are pretty much set for starting a report. So select the whole thing, go to insert, pivot table, pivot chart. Okay, Now there are a number of KPIs that we are required to plot. So for the x-axis, I'm going to take time. For the y legends, it's going to be the site name. Let's just take one particular KPI right now. Let's go with RRC setup attempts. Now initially, go to value field settings. If you see, it's going to be in count, but that is not the required value. Sum is what gives the actual value for that particular time. Okay. Hmm. Just give me a second. Sum of RRC attempts. Move chart to new sheet. Huh. That is strange. Oh, wait. Forget this mess up. Delete. Hmm. That should come up. Delete this again. RRC setup attempts. Oh yeah, I forgot. Before that, now since we have how many 39 sites, what we're gonna go do is just plot 5 per sheet, because if you plot more than that, it's gonna be a little crowded. So yeah, I'm only gonna be plotting 5 sites for now. I'll get back to that problem again with the plot we faced. Let me just go with the process. I'm gonna copy it, create a new sheet, paste it here. Then I'm gonna get the labels for these. Okay, now select the whole thing, insert pivot chart. Okay, now the time here, site name here, RRC setup temps. Let's go to sum. It should pop up. Yeah. Okay, you can see. Uh, okay, so now you can see that we have got a whole different new chart. So let's go move chart to a new sheet. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now this is for the RRC setup attempts. And the same process, now say you want to plot RAB item CS voice, drag drop it here, go to value field settings, go to sum, and we're done. Now the one thing that we have to make sure that we do is for the reports, make sure that the color code that we choose is constant throughout the report. For the first 5 or 6 menus, the colors I've chosen were let me see. Rehome, full KPIs, patch 5. Okay. Yeah, so these are pretty much the colors I chose. It's 5 per side, so it's I kept it constant as red, black, brown, green, purple. You're free to choose whatever you want, but always ensure that the color is same for before rehome and after rehome. The only difference being a solid line for before and a dotted line for after. But I would prefer if you stuck to the same colors that I have taken right now. And it so might happen that the colors for these plots they might change for each KPI that we take. So just to ensure that you don't end up doing manual work every time, what you can do is create a macro to create a macro which can reduce the manual work and also helps you being faster. So now to create a macro, what you have to do go is go to view, go to macros, record macro. You can choose whatever shortcut you want. I'm going to say E because that's what I've been using. Okay, now let's go to the plot. 72024. That is now 720. Nope. Again, I'm looking for 72024. Huh. Okay, let me just do this. Okay, now this is what 721 on 721 and 31st. So I'm gonna format data series, go to line color, instead of solid line, I'll choose a red for this, and then I'm gonna find and also gotta go to okay, let me do that later on. Change chart series type to line, but that is again uh, for the whole thing. I don't want those dots in between. It's just gonna be solid lines. So now I changed the 21st, 31st to red. I have to find, okay, now after rehome is um dotted line. That's gonna be this. And before rehome, I find the respective line 721 and I make it a solid line of red. That's done for now. And say I do now stop recording. That is done. So the macro I just recorded is for just that one site, that is the OT721 24th and 31st. Now say I remove this field and I plot HSUPA attempts and I do a come. Now you can see that what we wanted was actually a solid line chart, but we have all these triangles and everything in between. So if I do a control E now, you can see that it's become a line chart, and that the second value in the chart is the color that we had chosen before. So you can go ahead and do the same thing for all the 5 sites. Choose the colors that we have gone with, save that as a macro, and each time you plot a new KPI, remember to change it to a sum, and then just do control E. That's it, you're done. After that, the next thing you have to do is to copy the image. Now there are certain issues you might find while copying an image from Excel and pasting in PowerPoint. So what I would recommend is just copy the image from there. Go to right click and go to paste picture. Because what paste picture does is it is only gonna paste it as a image. So in case you mess up with something in Excel again, that won't affect the image here. So that's pretty much it about the KPI report that I've been doing. It is mostly analyzing, which I haven't gone through myself yet. But as for the report is concerned, yeah, this is the basic process. And just for your reference, I'm going to be sending you one of the sample KPI. I'm going to be sending you the cell level report, so you can work on this whenever you get time. I'm also going to send you a copy of the report that I worked on, so that you can work on it and see how how similar things are. And if you have any other issues, you're always free to contact me. So that's it. That's with the KPI report. Any problems, any issues, any concerns, you have my email. Shoot me an email. Thank you.